Hello, this is Dan Richardson, Chapel of the North Hills. We're continuing to try to pray for one another every day for 40 days. Today would be day 17 of that challenge. Every day on our way up to Easter, praying for each other in a specific way based on the way Paul prayed for the Colossian church. So, thinking about prayer, let me also mention that prayer, a regular time of prayer, gives us a perfect time to examine ourselves. In 1 Corinthians 11:28, Paul tells us that when we're doing the Lord's Supper, we should have a time of self-examination. Consider and remember the sacrifice that God gave to us and the blessings of a relationship with God. And then in his second letter, in 2 Corinthians 13:5, he says that we should test ourselves to see that we are in the faith. So there's plenty of Bible verses about how we think about ourselves and reflect upon the messages that God has given to us and the things that God speaks to us. In the book by Don Carson about praying the way Paul prayed, he made this statement: if you don't take time to examine your heart, mind, and conscience from time to time in light of God's Word, and then deal with the things that you find, then you will be encrusted with the barnacles of destructive self-righteousness. I think that's a great word for us. We're going to start thinking too highly of ourselves unless we periodically, regularly examine ourselves to see, am I where I need to be with the Lord? So let's take this clue from Paul, examine ourselves, and make sure that we have a clean slate before God. Because to worship God, we've got to worship Him in spirit and in truth. We need to make all of that clean. Who will ascend to the hill of the Lord? Psalm 24 says, those that have clean hands and a pure heart. Be blessed.